Southwest Airlines has been synonymous with free check bags and open seating since its founding in the 1970s. But starting January 27th, both of those will be gone. In 2024, a private equity firm bought Southwest and almost immediately started making changes to increase the short term profits by adding ancillary revenue. First to go were the free check bags and Southwest's Wanna Get Away cheap fares. Not long after, Southwest announced that flight credits would now expire and change the way that you earn points on flights. The last thing to go was open seating, the most notable thing that separated Southwest from the competition. For one last time, I'll be flying Southwest as it was before the changes and saying goodbye to what was once my favorite airline. As the free check bags no longer exist as of taking this flight, I skipped check in and went straight to security, which I got through very quickly. As Baltimore is a large Southwest hub, Southwest has two concourses here all to itself. They are quite nice, and while they can get crowded, there are a lot of food options and seating options to hang out in. Southwest is already feeling the impacts of their new bag policy, as they were begging people to check their carry-ons to ensure that there was enough space in the overhead bins, which never happened when check bags were free. Southwest's boarding process is unique, as instead of boarding in groups, each person gets a specific boarding number ranging from A1 to C60, and they board in order. Once boarded, each person could select any seat on the plane when you board. All the seats are exactly the same with 32 inches of pitch. They are very comfortable and, in my opinion, have the best legroom of any US airline. The seats on the 737-700, like we are flying today, do not have adjustable headrests, but do have the most padding. As I got a spot in the A group, I managed to get a seat in the front of the plane. This boarding process is very quick, and we were soon pushing back.
Tray tables are in the full upright and locked position, and your carry-on items are completely on the seat in front of you or in an overhead bin leaving the area around you clear. Smoking is not allowed on board, including the lavatory. The use and charging of electronic cigarettes and vape devices is prohibited. Federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying any smoke detector in an aircraft lavatory. It is also prohibited to consume alcohol that you brought with you on this flight. Federal aviation regulations require passenger compliance with the latest passenger information signs, posted placards, and crew member instructions including information on seatbelt and smoking.
Once in the air, it was very bumpy all along the East Coast, so the flight attendants were not able to do any service, though luckily the free snacks and drinks do not seem to be going away yet, though things may change in the future. In no time at all, we began our descent into Boston. As I live close to Baltimore, almost every time my family would take vacations, we would be flying Southwest. Their cheap fares, open seating, and free checked bags meant it was very easy for us to fly cheaply and ensure that we were all able to sit together. The seats were always very comfortable, and not having a connection was great. Now, everything that made Southwest unique, and in my opinion, great, is gone. The great legroom is gone in favor of some extra legroom seats up in the front of the plane, while the rest of us will get below average legroom. The seats that they will be installing look very bare bones and without much padding and seem like something that you would find on Spirit Airlines. Not having free checked bags makes vacationing much tougher and more expensive. Now, Southwest is like any other low cost carrier, and nothing separates it in a way that will draw people to flying it over any other carrier. These changes have not come with any fare decreases either, so you will be paying a lot more to get the same experience that you did in 2023. It's a shame what greed will do to a beloved airline that tried to be different. These changes have driven me away from Southwest, and I know I'm not the only one who has switched their loyalty to a different airline. The silver lining is that these investment groups usually want to make some quick cash and dump their ownership share, so maybe in a few years things will go back to normal, especially if profits suffer. Thank you, Southwest, for trying to be different, and hopefully the actions of a few greedy people don't destroy what was once a great airline.
On behalf of this flight crew and Southwest Airlines, we'd like to welcome you to Boston. Please remain seated with your seatbelts fastened, tray tables and seat backs in the full upright locked position, and all carry-on items stop right where they are until the captain brings the aircraft to the gate and turns off the fasten seatbelts on. Once you're able to access the overhead bins, please be careful when doing so. Items may have shifted during flight and could fall out. And you may now use the cellular functions on your portable electronic devices as long as they are within reach. And please be aware that the forward and back service doors will be open for provisioning. We ask that you and anyone you are supervising to remain clear of those doors. If you are continuing on or connecting to another Southwest Airlines flight, please be sure to check the monitors in the terminal for the most updated flight information. If you're waiting for a wheelchair, please remain seated. Let us make sure they're out there ready for you in the jet bridge. As soon as we have that information, we'll let you know right away. We know you have many choices when you fly. The choice is yours, the pleasure is ours. We ask that you go out, be safe, be kind to one another. Please come back and see us again on a future Southwest flight. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to Boston.
And thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, then hit the like and subscribe buttons for more aviation content, and I will see you all in my next trip report.